video I want to show you a little bit how to do mesh and netting on body, because some of you might do summer and you want to do some mesh. So I already have a skin tone, and I'm gonna just put the underneath color, which is this bustier that she's wearing. And you can see that my color here, I didn't shade as much, I just shaded here. So that kind of shows you that you just need to put a skin tone. You don't need to overly work on it. So now I'm gonna start adding my fishnet type of look netting. And as you can, as you know, it's like diagonal pattern. So I'm doing that. And I'm using my pencil to kind of vary the line quality and kind of have a little bit control where I want to add shadow. Even it's not really a shadow, but here I'm adding, changing thickness and imitating yarn. So, I mean, it depends again what kind of fishnet you have, but you can vary your medium based on it. So one of the things you want to know about drawing fishnet is that if I do like this, then it only shows one layer in the areas that fishnet is overlapping, but it's actually two. So what we do is we add a little bit more texture in those areas, because those are going to be the areas where fishnet is overlapping, and that already creates the dimensionality where you see the front and the back side. So it's not only the front. And on the front you can be slightly kind of light-handed. You don't have to over emphasize things, but the trick with the fishnet is this part. So wherever they overlap, front and back, you have that kind of a darker pattern. So now I'm gonna just finalize and add some finishing touches, have some slight texture. Maybe I have like knots and some fringe at the edges of this kaftan, or maybe it's a tunic, so it looks a bit more bohemian. So usually there are these knots, and it can be depending on what you're drawing, kind of rougher or more sophisticated, but in this case, since it's casual summer sportswear, that's kind of what we're doing. And again, when fringe overlaps, you'll have a bit more So here I just want to add a little bit more shadow to just add some dimension to the underneath shape. But again, you don't need too much, because you want to keep it more light-handed, and it's all about your mesh top. So I feel I can do a bit more emphasis with color. And I'm going over and emphasizing a little bit of body that's showing through. but overall that's kind of the technique.